This is CryptoTube, welcome to my video, and today I'm just going to go through Cryptopia, which is an altcoin exchange that I use and quite like. And this is one that I'd recommend using if you're just starting out trading, just to dip your feet into the water, test things out, see how it goes before moving on to maybe a bigger exchange with greater volume and more coins. But this is definitely a good place to start, and I will go into the reasons why in just a second. So Cryptopia is a New Zealand-based crypto exchange, as you can see from the web address .co.nz, and this is the CoinMarketCap snapshot of Cryptopia. So today, over $11 million exchanged, or 1,438 Bitcoin, and these being the most popular coins down. So yeah, big amount of volume per day, and pretty reputable company. These guys were set up in 2014. They're from Christchurch in New Zealand, and the CEO's names are actually listed to the company, so you know this isn't a scam. This is a good company, and obviously it's been around for over 4 years now, so moving pretty well. Right, to sign up to the website, obviously come along to this web address here, and you can log in to your account once you've signed up. You can sign up with just an email address only. If you sign up with just your email address, the maximum withdrawal limit is $5,000 per day. If you want to add some personal information to the website and let them know who you are, you can do that, and then that increases your withdrawal limit up to $50,000 per day. If you are that good at trading, please hit me up. Okay, so this is me logged in. First of all, someone was mentioning how the hell do you get your screen to go dark. Well, there's a night and day mode on here, which is pretty cool. I prefer the darker night mode. It just looks a little bit better. So a few features. If we go into arbitrage, you can see the trades difference between Cryptopia and Bittrex on here, so you can obviously make some profits if the coin is trading at a higher price over on Bittrex compared to Cryptopia. So it gives you a bit of a mark in which you can base your trades off. I'll put it back into night mode because I prefer it in night mode. So this button just up here. So once you're signed in, you'll see your account information. Obviously, go into account, go into settings, set up your two-factor authentication, because that's obviously the way you keep your Bitcoin safe. By here you've got your balances, you can deposit, withdraw, and transfer your coins too. So this is the arbitrage section. They've also got a reward section where they randomly reward, like in a kind of lottery, they'll randomly reward its users for doing particular transactions. There's no rhyme or reason to them, they'll just send you a reward for doing a particular transaction at a particular time. So for example, this person here, Jay Chase, got some heat coin, and that was at 4:20 a.m. So they're just sending out random rewards, which is pretty cool of an exchange to do. Nice to get some crypto for free sometimes. There's a forum on here as well, and also a marketplace which is being revamped at the moment, where you can actually just trade cryptocurrency for random items. You know, they got things on there like sports memorabilia. I've seen like weird things like sex toys and stuff on there. But there's a huge marketplace, like if you imagine eBay, but like kind of anything goes, it's on there. So you can buy stuff with crypto and then people will send it to you, which is kind of cool. But obviously the main feature here is the exchange where you're going to be trading your coins. And you'll see that New Zealand dollar is the fiat currency here because this is a New Zealand based company. And the other trading pairs are Doge, Litecoin, Tether, and obviously the main one being Bitcoin. And then obviously you know how these things work. But if we go on to, say, let's get a popular coin. So Electronium, for example, here. Obviously the blue flashes just mean there's some price action on these things. It just flashes up quite a little bit, gives you a bit of a serotonin kick. And if we go on to Electronium, I'm just going to show you what I've set up on my trading platform here. The website is slow at times and it is a little bit laggy, which is annoying, but quite a lot of other large exchanges do lag from time to time as well, so I'm not too annoyed with that, but it'd be better if it was a bit more snappier. So if you use the icon up here, which is the settings button, you can kind of like personalize this to have all the items that you see on your trading area. So I've got volume, candlestick, and Fibonacci lines on there. I would highly recommend using Fibonacci lines, and if you don't know what these are, worth checking out. But it effectively shows you the price points between the highest point, the peak point, and the lowest fallout point down here. And then there are the Fibonacci lines are at 23.6%, which is the first red line, 38.2%, the second red line, 50%, 61.8%, and then the 100% line. So what you'll find is trends that, for example, once you've bottomed out, you've hit your bottom, there will be a point where there is resistance at the 23.6% line, which is the lower Fibonacci line. And if you have a look at this point here, so that's about 279 Satoshis. There's always resistance at these points, and you can like wager the fact that it's going to hit this point at some mark, and there's going to be resistance. So if you just priced your trades slightly below this, like say 276, 275 Satoshis, cash out some profits and wait for it to dip back down. Sometimes it'll just break clean through, but it does find resistance generally at one of these Fibonacci lines, and you can base your trades off and take some profits at some of these markers, and they're really useful to use. So that's a useful tip to use. So I always have the Fibonacci lines on there and showing, because I like to base my trades off of that, but each to their own. When it comes to trading as well, you want to have a little look at like big round numbers, and possibly I would not be very greedy. I would put so say if I wanted to sell some electronium and I wanted to sell it, I reckon it's gonna eventually hit around here. So say it's gonna hit this Fibonacci line at about 300 Satoshis, which is the 50% mark. If you go down to 300, you're gonna see that there will be a lot of Bitcoin there waiting to be traded. Yeah, so at 299, only 0.45 of a Bitcoin people are selling at, but when you get up to 300, nice round number, people are willing to sell at that price. So you get 1.6 Bitcoin being sold at that point. So obviously pricing yourself just below that at 299, you're more likely to get the trade come in and not be left waiting with your price at 300. So it's only one Satoshi, it's not really worth it. So just be a bit mindful of where the masses of people are leaving their trades on, and be a little bit smarter than them. So some of the features that I really like about Cryptopia is peer-to-peer totally. So you're just trading with and against other traders. There's often quite a lot of like big gaps between the buy and the sell orders. So for example, if you wanted to come in and buy some now, I'd maybe just buy that. So say you bought at 276 Satoshis, you could sell probably at 290 really quickly as well, because people are watching this all the time. There's good volume in electronium as well. And then you could buy it back above this price again to 280 and then sell it at 290. I've literally sat on here before and just traded between the highest buy order and the lowest sell order, and it's been my order every single time pretty much, and I've just been making quick little bits of profit by doing that. So there's some good gaps in the trades here. The minimum trade amount is 50,000 Satoshis, and this is actually a good thing because so all these trades, so there's a few trades gone through. So that last trade was 59,987 Satoshis. What this does is ensures that there's not like really small amounts being traded all the time. They're actually decent amounts. So especially for some of these altcoins, you're going to be getting a decent volume being traded per day. So the greater the volume, the greater the chance that you can pull off some trades. And effectively, that's just a good thing. You don't want to be restricted to having to only buy, say, 100,000 Satoshis or whatever, because that's sometimes quite a lot of money to people. But 50,000 seems to be a good sweet spot where it's an affordable trade, and it's not too low when you're getting just like people trading like 10,000 satoshis per time, and that's a bit of a waste of a time for everybody. The withdrawal fees on here are also absolutely minuscule. I mean, when you take your coins out, I think I should have my history on here. So if you withdraw, go to history, you'll see that it only takes off an absolutely minuscule amount of the coin. So I wanted to withdraw 1,000 beans, 1,000 Bitbean cash, and the actual fee was only 0.0001 bean, which is absolutely minuscule. If you compare that to, say, Binance or HitBTC, the withdrawal fees are enormous, and they really do like screw you out of your profits. Whereas this website literally are charging you hardly anything. So Rain, withdrew 1,000 Rain, it only deducted me 0.01 Rain for doing so. That is literally 0.000 something of a penny. It's absolutely nothing. So I think this website, for the withdrawal fees alone, has to get a really big thumbs up, because it's not screwing you like a lot of other exchanges do, which they're just being really, really greedy, guys. They're making millions and millions every single day, and they're being greedy. So this is why I prefer using some of these smaller exchanges with better customer service. Also, if we go on the exchange again, the actual trading fees are like 0.02%. It does depend what coin you're trading, but for most of them I think it's 0.02%, which is an absolute minuscule amount, which is pretty good. Also on the main page on the exchange, you'll see a market summary, so you can see what coins are hot, what coins are falling, which coins are increasing in price, and you can get some good analysis out of this, which I really do enjoy. So there's just a lot of stuff on this website, a lot of useful tools to use, and if you do study the markets on the website as well, you're going to do just fine. Obviously, when you're investing in the coin, do your own research beforehand. Don't just go off the fact like this one dropped like today, I'll put some money into this and hope it has a bit of a revival. There's usually good reasons why coins fall in price or increase in price. So if you want to sign up to this website, please do via my link down below. And they do have actually their own, I'll find it now. So this is my referral link by here, cryptopia.co.uk, register CryptoTube. And what they actually do is, if someone signs up below me, so if one of you guys signs up below me for referring customers to the site, each referred user, you will receive 10% of that user's trade fees converted to DOT. Please provide the link below to your user link. So if you use that link and you sign up, when you trade, I'll get 10% of the trading fee. It's going to be a really small amount, but better than nothing, and they pay that to you in DOT, which is a cryptocurrency that is on this website, and I think it trades usually around about 200 satoshis. So this is just a cool way of getting a little bit of income for referring your friends. So pass it on to your friends, pass it on to your family or whatever if they're going to trade on the website as well. Or you could even just create another account from a different web email address, and then get the referral bonus from yourself, which there's nothing stopping you doing that. Just make sure you've got a totally different email address. That's the only thing they're going to look at, so they will be none the wiser. So yeah, you can actually gain some cryptocurrency by people using your link. So if you want to put it on your blogs, put it on your Facebook, put it on Twitter, whatever, get that done, because it's just a nice way to make a little bit of extra cash. All in all, I really like this this exchange. I've not had any problems with it. Like, seems to be a good community about it. Check them out on Twitter. These people are just the good guys in the industry. I'm not a fan of some of these massive exchanges who seem to be just taking the piss a little bit. And this is reasonable fees, good withdrawal fees, small trade amounts. It's got everything you want, really, guys. So be sure to check it out. I hope you found the video interesting, and any questions, hit me up in the comment section down below. If you could subscribe to the channel too, that would be much appreciated. Good night.